What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the 5 types of members that you will find in a motorcycle club. At least this has been in my experience over 30 years. These are the categories that somebody always falls into. Now, you got a lot of cool guys out there. You got a lot of idiots out there. You got a lot of almighties out there. So we're going to put it in context for you for all the people that haven't been around this scene. So the first one I'm going to tell you about here is the best of the best. It's one of them type that you just want to sit down, shut up, and listen to. These are the guys that lived it. Done it, probably banged more women than you could imagine, and that is the greybeard. The greybeards of the scenes are just astronomically cool to sit with. They got nothing to prove. Like I said, been there, done that, basically, and they really don't care what you think. Now, the best kind of greybeard is from the Vietnam generation. Those are the ones that have the no care attitude. And they'll tell you straight up, too. That's one thing that they're good at. They'll tell you straight up. And if they're wrong, they'll tell you they're wrong. Which most of the time they ain't, because they've been there, done that. And I'll repeat that over and over and over again. Because you got a lot of these young kids that think they know everything. Come on, we see creators that are coming on here that have absolutely no experience whatsoever trying to give advice about MCs and in the scene, all that kind of stuff, and haven't even been around that long. Now, the greybeards, on the other hand, have. Most of them lived through the 80s, 90s, 70s. They knew it when it was just downright scooter trash, baby. That's why I like sitting down with them and learning from them. And I suggest, if you're a new MC member, go up to your greybeard and learn from them. You'll have a great experience and you'll be a better person for it. I remember one of the things that a greybeard told me. Because, you know, in Hollywood's younger years, you kind of partied a little too hard, okay? They used to tell me right off the bat, you need to slow down, kid, or you're going to end up screwed up when you get older. And boy, am I feeling the party after all these years. I should have listened to them. So that's my advice there. Take it from them, sit down with them, and learn some stuff. Now, I call this one, number 2 now, the Overlord. The guy who thinks he's better than everyone else. The guy who thinks he knows it all. And you're a nobody. And you're going to run into these type of people. Especially when you're just getting to know somebody. You'll go up to them, you'll shake their hand, they'll say, yeah, I'm this from this chapter, and walk away, put their nose up in the air on you. These are also the guys that a lot of the members look at like, you know what, you freak, shut up. Even their own members can't stand them. Boy, have I run into a lot of these. And usually they're the ones that have the money in the club. They have it on easy road while the rest of everybody's struggling to pay dues, but they want to be part of the club. And they're the ones that just get on your nerves. On your nerves. At club meetings, they're in there talking, and you're like, dude, what are you even talking about here? They like hearing themselves talk. So yeah, those we call the overlords. Here in Chicago, anyway. I don't know what you guys call them on, say, the East Coast, West Coast, but I know they call them overlords here because they try to put themselves over you. And it's always funny a lot of times when you see these guys talking to somebody that's like hardcore into this lifestyle. I'm talking hardcore scooter tramp, and they just turn around and smack the shit out of them. You know what? That was the funniest thing I ever seen. It had to be late 90s when I seen one of these guys, and it was like they're talking down to their own brother, and that brother just hauled off and smacked the shit out of them. And everybody had a twinkle in their eye, like, damn, man, it's about time somebody did that. So yeah, you're going to run into those that think they're better than you. And again, usually they're the ones with the more money, because they even look down at their own brothers and say, why are you even here? That is. And then the third one you have is the stone cold, man. These are the ones that really live this life. They take it very, very serious. These are the type of guy that don't play around, don't have no monkey business, none of that stuff. And they do it as it should. Say with bylaws, they believe in every word that the bylaws has to say. The club runs through their veins. They have no alternative or ulterior motive whatsoever for anything that they do. It's wake up every single morning, put their pants on, jump on their bike, having their colors up in the air, and will defend them colors to the death. They're usually the ones that are right there on the front line when something's about to go down. They're the ones right there to the end until it's over. They live and breathe that raunchiness, if you know what I mean. They love going out there, partying, having freaking fights, the whole 9 yards. Stone cold, man. And I would have to say about 60-70% of club members are like that. That, you know, because that's one thing people don't realize, and a lot of creators don't put across people, is just be yourself. You don't have to be the tough guy. Be what you're good at. Be you. That's what it's all about. It's not about being the big tough guy. There's already guys there that can do that. Trust me. Already there's those guys. Now, another one, and this is, I think this has to be my most favorite one. That's the guy that is the life of the party. The guy you want at your party at all times, because you know it's going to be a banger of a party, if you will. It's going to be that way. You gotta love it. You know, these are the ones that are going around doing stupid stuff. They'll hook you up with the chicks. You know, they'll make sure the strippers are there. If you're out on a run, they'll keep your tired ass from getting all down and stuff like that. You stop at a campground. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It is just, they're a fantastic person. And a lot of people are like that. They love taking as much as they can out of this lifestyle and making it good for others. That's the cool stuff about them type of guys. And I'm sure you all know one out there, or two or three. And depending on what club you have, there might be many of them. So the party's going to be really whacked, man. And finally, of course, you got your gangsters. Okay. And that is a big debate within the community nowadays. These are mostly younger guys that are more into the hip hop lifestyle. You know, they go and, you know, you hear that boom, boom, boom on their damn bikes and stuff like that. But, you know, they do have loyalty to the club. But the problem is that they bring a lot of that street mentality with it. And you're seeing a lot of that in news articles right now. And I believe this group of people should get with the greybeards, and the greybeards will tell them to stop their crap, because it's bringing way too much attention, if you will, to the MC. But it is generational, because if you look at the graybeards, they were mostly decades ago. Now the new kids are coming up, so they're trying to make it theirs. And that's just the way society is now. It's a different taste of music. Like me, it's all rock. I love rock. You know, I'm talking, I love a lot of 80s stuff. I love a lot of 90s stuff. But a lot of them now are like, screw you, man. Even though the guys in the 90s started a lot of the hip hop stuff here around Chicago, there will be arguments about that in the comment section from the younger guys. But they dress a lot more stylish, where, you know, they don't want their colors dirty at all, where ours, we used to roll around in the mud in to get them dirty so nobody knew that you were a new member or not. They just got a different style. They dress a different way, they think a different way, and they're quick to react a little more than what I would call a Stone Cold would. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section about this one. Let me know which one you like the most and which ones you really don't like when it comes to the type of members you're going to run into when you go by a club. Anyway, we're going to go to the second half of the show right now with China Doll, baby. It's going to be a good one. Rock on. Join the Insane Throttle members only club on YouTube or Spotify and receive exclusive content Monday through Friday at 9:20 a.m. Central Standard Time. Your membership in the Throttle Club helps keep the show going strong. The Motorcycle Madhouse Morning Show now streaming over on Rumble and YouTube Monday through Friday at 8:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. Tune in Mondays live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on YouTube for the Madhouse Monday Night Raw with Hollywood and Marco. Grab a beer or some wacky tobacco and sit back and bust the gut. Subscribe to China Doll's Viper Pit to get your dose of the world according to China Doll. Real and honest opinions on what's happening in the world today. Join the Queen Viper and take a walk on the wild side of life on China Doll Viper Pit on YouTube today.